I am 7 years old, and I just coughed up my own blood, a whole mouthful of it, onto the snow behind the training hall, where nobody can see me. Holy hell, the blood is too dark, almost black, and I know what that means. The old physician told my father last winter, "Sir, the boy has the deity ascension constitution. He's a genius, and he will not see his 20th year." My father didn't even blink, didn't even look at me, like the physician was talking about a sick horse. That's the day I learned what I was to him. Not a son, a bad omen who killed his wife on the way out. My mother died the moment I was born, and he's been waiting for me to follow her ever since. Great, just great. So I trained in secret. Every stance the elders refused to teach me, I rebuilt from scratch, and it turns out I'm better than all of them. That's the worst part. That's the joke fate played on me. Give me a body of pure genius, then set it to explode at 20. And just now, coughing in the snow, I figured out the second joke. Every time I push hard, every time I break through a stage, it takes time of my life. Days, sometimes weeks. The talent and the curse are the same thing. Welcome to my life. Population, 1 dead kid walking. I wipe the blood of my mouth. Get up. Bow to my father at dinner. He doesn't bow back. He never does. My older brother sits at his right hand. The favored son. My niece Hya is on my left. 3 years old. She offers me meat from her bowl. The only person in this clan who looks at me like I'm a person. I squeeze her tiny hand under the table, and I promise myself something right there. I'm not dying. Not until she's safe. Welcome to the Jeon clan, a third-rate martial family in Shunai County. Nobody important. Nobody powerful. But the universe dropped me in here. The kid who could have been the heavenly demon. The kid who could have been a Shaolin saint. Instead born to a clan that doesn't want me. With a body that's literally counting down. I am 10 now. 3 years of secret training. And I've already broken through the first stage of internal energy. Nobody knows. Here's my rule. Never use full power in public. The moment they see I'm valuable, they'll use me. And using me means dying faster. So I play stupid. Lose sparring on purpose. Let my brother win. Take the elders' insults with a bow. And in the woods, alone at night, I'm inventing my own martial art. The eternal blossom fist. No flashy moves. No wasted energy. Because I don't have energy to waste. I have years to save. Then comes the night that breaks everything. There's a banquet. Lanterns up everywhere. My brother is the star. A senior from the Jung Yeon sect came down the mountain. Jung Yeon top 10 sects in the whole martial world. And they picked my brother as a disciple. My father is actually crying. I've never seen him cry. Not even when my mother died. Just for the eldest son. Big surprise. And then there are changes. The front gate explodes. Men in dark armor pour through. Swords already drawn. Already bloody. The lead figure walks slow. Long blade resting on his shoulder. Eyes like he's done this 1,000 times. The Jung Yeon senior turns. Sword half drawn. The intruder's blade flickers once. The senior's head is on the floor. A man from one of the 9 great sects. Dropped like a child. What the hell? Tyrants or tribe? Somebody whispers it. Then everyone is screaming it. A faction so evil they're not even listed with the orthodox sects. Why are they here? What did our nothing clan ever do? My father pulls his sword. The man with the long blade laughs and cuts him in half from shoulder to hip. 1 stroke. The man who never looked at me. Gone in a single second. And then Hya screamed, and everything in me snapped on. I grabbed my brother by the collar. Take Hya. Servants exit. Run. What about you? I'll buy you time. He stares at me like he's never seen me before. Because he hasn't. Not the real me. He picks up Hya and runs. And I turn around. A 10-year-old, coughing blood, standing between 2 tyrant sword assassins and my family. The first one swings, and the rule gets broken. Eternal blossom fist. Full power. First time, in public. The strike moves faster than his eye. He dies before he registers the punch. The second one, I twist his sword and put it through his throat. Then I drop to 1 knee. Because I just took 2 months of my life in 10 seconds. Holy hell, but Hya and my brother got out. That's all that matters. The lead figure looks at me across the burning courtyard. He smiles. Interesting child, and he walks away. He didn't even bother to kill me. That's how worthless he thought I was. Or maybe he's saving me for later. I don't know which is worse. The clan is gone. The compound is burning. A few servants. My brother, Hya, me. That's all that's left of the Jeon clan. 3 days later. Crossroads where the southern road splits. My brother is going east, toward Zhongyuan Mountain, with Hya on his back. The dead senior had a disciple token. That's their ticket in. The sword immortal of Shongyan protects his own. Come with us, Yeon-shin. I can't. Why? Because Shongyan won't fix what's wrong with me. He doesn't know I'm dying. He just thinks I'm being stupid. Let him. Then where will you go? I look north. To mother's family. He freezes. The desolate fortress. Yeon-shin, they cut mother off. Nobody from her side came to her wedding. Nobody came to her funeral. They will not take you in. I smile. First real smile in years. Then I'll make them. Hai Ao reaches out from his back. I take her tiny fingers. I'll come find you. Both of you. I swear, and I turn north. Towards strangers who don't know I exist. Walking on legs that won't last 10 years. Coughing into my sleeve every mile. The desolate fortress. In Xianyang, in the province of Shanxi. Officially, it's just a big sect. Unofficially, the sword of the imperial family. Their job is keeping the Murim in check. When a sect grows too violent, they come down quietly. The emperor pretends he doesn't know them. They pretend they don't work for him. Everybody knows it's a lie. And my mother was born inside those walls. The two purple-cloaked gate guards laugh when they see me. Boy, are you lost? No, I'm here to see the Lord of Desolate Fortress. I tell them my mother's name. The laughing stops. They put me in a cold stone hall. 2 hours later, a man walks in. Tall, purple robes, scar across one eye. He stops dead in the doorway when he sees my face. Ma Yeon-jaeok, former leader of the Divine Sword Squad. Purple rank the highest a fighter can wear. He has not seen his daughter in over a decade. And now he is looking at her son. I am Jung Yeon-shin, son of Ma Yeon-hwa. And I am here to live. My voice cracks on the last word. Just a little. And the supreme master of the Divine Sword Squad cries. One tear, that's all. But it's enough. The Lord of the Desolate Fortress. A woman in pure white. Quiet voice. Cold room. She listens to my whole story without moving. Then she speaks one sentence. Boy, you are dying. She read me in 10 seconds. Holy hell. Show me your right hand. She doesn't even touch me. Deity Ascension Constitution by Hui Acupoint fully open. Estimated remaining lifespan for years. 7 months. The room tilts a little. 4 years. Not before 20. For years and 7 months. That's the number I've never had before. Now I have it. Now I can count it. Do you still wish to enter? Yes. Knowing every breakthrough shortens it further. Yes. Knowing the fortress will use you up until you fall over. Yes. She smiles for the first time. A small smile. Then welcome home, grandson. Take the desolate exam tomorrow. And do not die on the way to it. The desolate exam. Hundreds of applicants every year. Most go home with broken bones. Some don't go home at all. First round. 100 sparring matches. I win all 100. Without using full power. By the 80th match, somebody whispers it. Lightning genius. The name sticks. Big mistake. Naming me means watching me. Watching me means demanding more from me. Final round. A senior applicant. Twice my size. He breaks my arm in the second exchange. I almost kill him in the third. The eternal blossom fist doesn't stop until the threat does. The judges declare me passed. Unanimous. Youngest white rank warrior in Desolate Fortress history. I cough darker blood on the walk back. 2 weeks. Maybe 3. That's the price of getting in. Now I have to make it worth paying. White rank. There are 4 tiers: white, blue, black, purple. Normal climb is 10 years. I have less than 5. Math is brutal. Math is clear. I get assigned to the Radiant Demon Squad. The squad that takes missions nobody else will. The squad with no politics. I meet my squad mates. Chung Myung Esha Demonic Swordsman. Senior Swordmaster. You're small. I'll grow. You'll need to. We work. I love him immediately. Like Mirai, Senior Swordswoman. She looks at me longer. Her gaze goes through my robes. She sees the lifespan thing. She doesn't say anything. Her face softens once. Then locks back to professional. We train at dawn. Don't be late. And then the one who matters. He and Wonchang. Drinking from a flask at 10 in the morning. Dark circles. Polished swordsmanship. Doesn't belong here. But here he is. You're the kid the Lord adopted. Adoption is a strong word, Senior. She acknowledged you. In desolate language, that's adoption. He puts an arm around my shoulders. Smells like cheap rice wine. Listen, kid. I'm here in Wonchang. I'm bad with names. So I'll just call you brother. You don't even know my name yet, Senior. I will by tomorrow. Now buy me a drink. I have no money, then steal me one. I laugh. First real laugh in 3 years. That's how I meet the man who will almost die for me. Year 1 in Desolate Fortress. Pure work. Chung Myung teaches me his footwork. I rebuild it from scratch in a week. He calls it Radiant Wingstep, gifts it to me. I add new principles, give the second back to him. A senior named Crimson Daysword learns it. A grown swordsman cries over a kid's footwork. He becomes one of my first secret allies. Politics, kid. You don't escape them. You wear them like a coat. Grandfather Ma Yong-jaeuk teaches me at midnight. Sword forms only purple ranks know. By the third one, he stops correcting me. Because he can't. I'm finding mistakes in forms older than the fortress. He brings me his personal blade. Yours now. Use it. Stay alive. Bike Mirai teaches me internal energy. First day, sit cross-legged 6 hours. No moving. I throw up twice. She doesn't blink. Again tomorrow. By month 6, I can circulate energy in my sleep. She watches me one night from the doorway. Her eyes are wet. She's already grieving. A senior swordswoman grieving a junior she barely knows. That's the kind of person Bike Mirai is. That's love. Just expressed weird. He and Wanchang doesn't seem to teach anything. He sits in taverns, drinks too much, flirts badly, and calls me brother in front of everyone. Until one night, 3 black robe veterans corner me in an alley. Lightning genius. Show us what you got, kid. They're not playing. Wanchang appears from nowhere, drunk on his feet. 3 exchanges later, all 3 are on the ground. He didn't even draw his sword. Then he sits back down and orders more wine. That's when I figure out who he and Wanchang really is. A noble swordsman. From somewhere big. Probably running from something bigger. He picked this kid sect on purpose. And he picked me as a brother on purpose. I don't ask. He doesn't tell. Best friendship I've ever had. 6 months in, first mission. A wanderer harassing a village in Hanan. Junior team. Wanchang and me. I climb up onto the roof. Get down. He swings. Eternal Blossom Fist. Stage 3. First real time. He doesn't even understand he's already lost. By the time his sword reaches my throat, my fist is at his ribs. He falls off the roof and doesn't get up. Wanchang lets out a long whistle. Brother, that was a lot. He's looking at my hand. Blood under my fingernails. Not the wanderer's. Mine. A small meridian broken. Days, maybe a week. He hands me his flask. Drink, brother. Awful. Best stuff in the province. It's still awful. And in the burning sunset. On a peasant's roof, I almost forget for 1 second that I'm dying. Year 2. Things speed up. Grandfather and I refine the Eternal Blossom Fist to a higher form. He calls it a secret art of desolate my clan. I let him. What it really is my private weapon. 1 strike. Maximum power. Maximum cost. A year of my life in a single blow. Saved for the worst moment. I name it in my head only. The last bloom. I don't even tell Wanchang. Some things you keep for yourself. Mission count. 12. 11 solo kills of wanted criminals. 1 tyrant Ford Scout captured alive. I question him. He laughs at me. Until I show him the Eternal Blossom Fist mid-form. The tyrant Thor tribe taught their swords to defend against 11 known styles. Mine isn't one of them. He gives up their career routes in 40 minutes. 3 days later, a desolate fortress strike team ambushes the column. 8 tyrant sword dead. None of ours. The credit goes to the strike commander. But everyone inside the main fortress knows whose information started it. That's the moment I stop being a curiosity and start being a weapon. Big mistake. That's also when I get my first assassination attempt. Mission 13. Lantian. A blue rank captain asks to ride with us. I figure out he's a fake over dinner. Too many calluses in the wrong places. Real desolate sword grips don't shape hands that way. I knock on his door that night. Wanchang at my shoulder. Why are you really here? He smiles. I was hoping you'd ask, blood flame cult assassin. Sent to kill me before I became more useful to the fortress. The cult plays long games. The duel happens on the courtyard wall, under moonlight. He almost wins. I throw second tier Eternal Blossom Fist. 1 full month of my life. And I cave his chest in. He dies on the wall. And the game just got bigger. And I just got more visible. And more visible means dying faster. The math is always the same. Then a tyrant sword sub-leader shows up. 8 fierce Rakshasa sword. A tyrant sword elder. An opponent a blue rank veteran would refuse to face alone. He came for what the assassin failed to take my notes. I burned them in front of him. Memorized. You memorized them. All of them. Then I'll kill you and take your head. You can try. 30 exchanges. Wanchang down. Chung Myang locked in another fight. Bike Mirai cutting through cavalry. Just me and 8 fears. On the 28th, a meridian goes. A whole year. Gone in one fight. But on the 30th I see his pattern. The tyrant sword style has one flaw pivot weakness on the 3rd stroke. I let him hit me on the 3rd stroke. His sword goes halfway through my shoulder, and in that second, I press my forehead against his throat. Eternal blossom fist. Internal palm. Closed range. His neck just stops being a neck. I drop next to his body, cough up about a cup of blood, and I laugh, because I just killed a tyrant sword elder at age 12, at the cost of a year I didn't have. Wanchan crawls over. Brother, you're insane. I know. I love you. I know. Word spreads. Lightning genius beheaded the 8 fierce Rakshasa sword. A white rank just killed a tyrant sword elder. Things like that don't happen. But it happened. The general administration calculates my contribution, promotes me. White to blue. Age 12. Youngest blue rank in 300 years. Some are happy. Some are scared. Some are already planning to use me. The first one to move is Lady Chu Lianting, a cousin of the emperor. Lives inside the main fortress as a special guest. She summons me. Tea and jade cups. Offers me a position. Personal escort. A pretty name for a personal weapon. My lady, if I served you well, would my lord the fortress lord be pleased? She pauses. Of course. Then would she be displeased if I refused? I would not phrase it that way, then I respectfully decline. Out of love for my lord, her smile freezes. Then comes back. I bow. I leave. And I know I just made a royal enemy. The kind who poisons your wine in 5 years. But I have less than for years. So I don't care between missions Zhongnian Mountain. A side trip. Permission granted. The fortress wants me to extract information. I want to see High R. We get to the top of the mountain. Sect leader and grand elder are away, fighting the tyrant sword tribe patriarch in the southwest. We're received by Wei Jimiwa, a senior martial sister of Zhongnian. Beautiful, cold, dangerous. She escorts us to Sunchim Pavilion, and there in the training ground an old man and a little girl, holding his hand. Hi Al. She's for now, pink-cheeked, healthy. She turns, sees me, and just runs. She crashes into me with her whole body. Uncle, uncle, uncle. I lift her up, and I apparently somehow am crying. First real cry since the night of the massacre. The old man behind her smiles. Lightning genius, you came. The sword immortal of Zhongnian, once said to rival the fortress lord herself. Older than dirt, calmer than ice. You are family now. She is my granddaughter in spirit. You are her blood. By my law, you are also my grandson. Holy hell. 2 grandfathers in 1 year. Both purple rank. My brother walks in. 17. Taller, better dressed. He hugs me, stiffly, but he hugs me. Zhongnian was the right place for him. That night, with Hyora asleep in my lap, the sword immortal leans forward. Now, tell me about your sword, I tell him. Everything, including the lifespan. He listens, and when I'm done, he says 4 words. You will not die. Senior, I have less than for years. You will not die. Listen, child, the tyrant sword tribe descended from a man my master expelled. That man's grandson is the current patriarch. He has stolen something. There is a sword scripture. It contains a technique called lifespan return. In theory, it would reverse the cost of your deity ascension. Holy hell. And the tyrant sword tribe has it. Yes, that's why they attacked my clan. What? Your mother's father once held a piece of that scripture. It was hidden in the Jeon clan as a marriage gift when your mother left. It was hidden in your house. Child, the tyrant sword tribe came for it the day they thought you were too young to notice. My world tilts. The massacre wasn't random. My father didn't die in a random attack. He died because of something my mother brought. For me, because she somehow knew. Where is it now? Tyrant sword tribe main hold. Yunnan, guarded by the patriarch himself. Heavenly demon class. I have less than for years. I know. I'll go anyway. The sword immortal smiles. I know. I leave Zhongyan 2 days later. Hi are at the gate. Uncle, when are you coming back? When I can. Sweet thing. She squares her tiny shoulders. Salutes me with a junior sword salute. Then I'll train. And be ready. And help. And I walk down the mountain. With a name in my head. The tyrant sword tribe. In Yunnan. Guarding the only thing that might let me live back at the fortress. The war shifts. The tyrant sword tribe is reeling. A second front opens up. The blood flame cult. One of the 13 evil sects. Burning villages in Hunan. Hijacking routes in Hunan. And they have a particular interest in lightning genius. Of course they do. The fortress assigns a long mission. Xi'an region. Then Shuzhou. Just me and Wanchang. The fortress wants to test me. We're in Xi'an at the start of summer. A noble's banquet. Wanchang is in his element. 3 cups in. Flirting. I am in the corner. Quiet. Watching. And then I sense it. A signature. Cold. Smooth. Wrong. A guest near the dais. Black robes. White scarf. Hands to still. Eyes to calm. Bloodmaster swordsman. Senior of the blood flame cult. At a public banquet. Pretending to be a guest. He sees me see him. And smiles. Slow. Ugly. Lightning genius. You came in person. The whole banquet freezes. I have an offer. Walk away. Forget you saw me. I leave. And if I don't, then this entire room dies tonight. The banquet is full of teenagers from minor sects. And Wanchang. And me. Big mistake. He moves. I move first. Eternal blossom fist. Mid-form. 3 weeks of my life in one motion. My fist passes through his chest. Like through warm bread. He falls into pieces. The hall is silent. I bow to the host. Apologies for the disturbance. And I walk out. 3 weeks. Gone. Net result. 40 kids saved. Math. I do it again. 3 young nobles follow me out. Seal you of Yuso. Jeong-chio of HWA sect. Quan Chun of Flying Dragon. They bow to me. Forehead to dust. We brought him in. We didn't know. We owe death debt. Take the credit. All of it. I don't want my name on this, senior. I have enough names. They become allies in Shuzhou for life. 3 days later Shuzhou. We break a blood flame cult safe house. Take a prisoner. Learn the bigger plan. The blood flame cult is working with the Tyrant Sword tribe. The 2 factions weren't separate. Coordinating from the start. Tyrant Sword attacked my clan to get the scripture. The cult is buying it from them. In exchange a piece of lifespan return for the Tyrant Sword patriarch. The rest goes to a senior blood flame priestess, who is, allegedly, dying of a different illness. She wants lifespan return for herself. Holy hell. 2 of us racing for it. Me, and a blood flame priestess I've never met. 2 terminally ill prodigies, both willing to burn the continent. This is what my life is now. Then Wanchang and I split up the chase to Leeds. 2 days later, his messenger bird arrives. 1 line in his handwriting. Brother, they have me, and I am furious. There is a thing that happens inside me when Wanchang is hurt. Older than fear. Older than grief. It is a fire, and it is on. I message Wei Jimiwa. She replies in hours. Already in Shuzhou. Zhongnian owes him a debt, and owes you one. Don't burn your life on this. He wouldn't want it. I don't answer. Because she's right. And because I'm going to do it anyway. We move on the safe house at midnight. 6 guards outside. I kill 4. She kills 2. Inside 20 more. 2 blood cult swords. 1 blood apostle. The apostle is the dangerous one. Wei Jimiwa handles him. I handle the 2 blood cult swords. Each stronger than 8 fierce. By the time the second falls, I am coughing dark blood every breath. Eternal blossom fist used 7 times. Stage 4, 3 times. Stage 5 once. The last bloom not yet. I find Wanchang in the back room. Chained. Bleeding. Smiling. Brother. You came. Of course I came. How much? What? How much did this cost you? I don't answer. He sees my face. I am sorry, brother. I am so sorry. Shut up. We're going home. I break the chains. Get him on my shoulder. Wei Jimiwa finishes the apostle behind us. And we walk out at dawn. With every blood flame cult body in Shuzhou behind us. Cost 2 months. 2 whole months. But Wanchang is alive. Breathing on my shoulder. Cheapest purchase I have ever made. Back at the main fortress. The Lord congratulates me. Publicly. On the dais. 3 blood cult swords killed. 1 apostle killed. 1 ally rescued. 1 blood master beheaded at a noble banquet. When you put it like that, ma'am, it sounds excessive. The whole hall laughs. She smiles for the 2nd time in her life. Maybe. Recognized. Promoted. Blue robe with blue mantle. I bow. I cough into my sleeve while bowing. She sees it. Her smile dims. She knows. She always knew. After the ceremony, she calls me alone. How much? Total. Since you came. About 1.5 years. That leaves how much? 2 years and 10 months. Ma'am, there's a scripture. Lifespan return. The Tyrant Sword holds it. The cult is decoding it, I am aware. You are. You think I do not watch what concerns my grandson. Climb to black rank in 18 months. Then we will move. Yes, ma'am, she turns to go. then turns back once. Yeon-shin, ma'am, don't die before I am ready. And she walks out of her own throne hall. Things speed up. Mission after mission. Blood cult bases dismantled. Tyrant thought scouts hunted. Wancheng stays by my side every step. He drinks less. It's harder. The fortress whispers about us now as a pair. Lightning genius and his right hand. He gets promoted to blue rank. 3 months after me. At his ceremony, he winks. Brother, brother, and I almost cry. Almost. But there's no time for crying. There's a war, and then the rival arrives. Right when I'm getting comfortable being the rising star. Namgung-hoshin. White Jilin, heir of the Namgung clan. Top 3 aristocrat family in the Central Plains. 2 years older than me. Blue rank at 15. The real prodigy. Until I showed up. He arrives at the fortress on a goodwill tour. 100-man escort. Smiles in the courtyard. Studies me like pro. Lightning genius. I have heard so much. White Jilin. The same. They say I would beat you into moves. You don't deny it. It's a rumor. I don't engage with rumors, senior. I'm only 2 years older. Sometimes 2 years is a lifetime. His smile freezes a little. He doesn't know why that hit harder than it should. I know why. But I don't tell him. He requests a sparring match. The Lord refuses on my behalf. She is protecting me. She doesn't want me burning a month on a vanity jewel. White Jilin smiles, bows, and very softly. Then perhaps in a real duel one day, and all 100 of his escort smile too. This is not a friendship. This is a declaration. Weeks later the fortress posts a notice. Wanchen reads it aloud in the squad hall. The Namgung clan has crossed the line. A life and death duel will be held on the great heat of July. Volunteers will be deliberated. One-on-one matches by age groups. The hall goes quiet. Baek Mario, jaw tight. Chung Myeon, eyes closed. Namgung has been making moves toward the throne, and the Emperor's pet Sectus is going to humble them. Publicly, brutally, in single combat. Which means at my age group, I face White Jilin, the man who said 2 moves would be enough. Brother, you're at 2 years left. And 9 months, that's not better. Wancheng. He asked who Hyao was, and smiled. Wancheng puts down his cup. Then I'm with you. I know. Preparations begin. 6 weeks until July. I train. I burn. I cough. I refine the last bloom to its final form. The technique that ends the duel in 1 strike, or ends my life in 1 strike. A coin toss against death, with a thumb on the scale of my own life. Math is brutal. Math is clear. Chung Myung trains me one-on-one for 2 weeks. On the last day, I lose focus mid-sparring. For the first time, my soul drifts, floats above me, like watching myself from the ceiling. Holy hell. Brother, focus. I snap back into my body. His blade kicks mine away. A loud clang. My palm almost tears. I drop to 1 knee. That was not nothing, senior. It's nothing. If you die in this duel, I will follow you to hell and kick you back. Understood, senior. The soul drift moment is new. That means my body is failing the climb my mind is making. The deadline just moved that night in the inner fortress. Pure white marble, pale moonlight. The Lord summons me alone, standing by the window, looking up at the full moon. How much? 1 year, 7 months. That dropped fast. I started having soul drift, ma'am. The room is silent for a long time. She turns from the window, and for the first time she is angry. Not at me, at the universe. They will pay for doing this to my grandson. They will all pay, and just for 1 beat she looks her real age. A real grandmother. A real human. Then the mask comes back on. You will fight Namgung-hoshin. Yes, ma'am, you will not use the last bloom. What? Ma'am, he is older, stronger, faster. I have 2. You will not. Why? Because I will be at that duel. Ma'am, and if he is the man I think he is, I will kill him myself before he touches you. The marble hall is very, very quiet. The Lord of Desolate Fortress, a transcendent master, saying she will personally kill the Namgung heir at his sanctioned duel. Ma'am, that would start a war. Yes, you do that, for you. Yes, she turns back to the moon. Go, sleep, grandson. I bow. I leave. And I do not sleep at all. Because for the first time in my life, someone would burn the world to keep me alive. And the worst part is I do not deserve it. Not yet. Not until I do something with the borrowed time, just before dawn or not. A messenger. Black mantle. Black mask. For lightning genius. Urgent. From who? The sword immortal of Jung Yeon. He hands me a scroll. 3 sentences. Tyrant sword tri-patriarch has moved. He is in Shujo. He carries the scripture. He has taken high R. I read it twice, 3 times. The patriarch, the heavenly demon class master, the man whose subordinate killed my father, has my niece in Shuzhou right now, with the scripture in hand, and I have a duel in 5 weeks, and less than 2 years of life. And Hai'er, my Hai'er, 4 years old, now in the hands of a man who once cut a Shangnian elder in half from shoulder to hip. Holy hell, holy hell. I drop the scroll. I pick up my sword, the one my grandfather gave me. I walk past Wancheng's door. Then I stop, and I turn around, and I kick his door open. Brother, wake up. WHA, we leave for Shuzhou in 1 hour. But the duel, forget the duel. The Lord, forget the Lord. Brother, what is happening? They took her. Took who? They took her. Wancheng. He sees my face. He understands. He gets up out of bed and reaches for his sword. Then we ride. The sun comes up over desolate fortress, painting the white marble pink and gold. And somewhere south in the heat of Shuzhou, a 4-year-old girl is alone in the dark. And the man who took her thinks he just bought himself leverage. Big mistake. Because the kid he marked as a curiosity all those years ago, that kid is 16 now. Lightning genius. Blue rank of desolate fortress, with less than 2 years left, and no rules, and nothing else in the world to lose. And he is riding south, right now, with every technique he ever invented loaded into his hands, including the last bloom. She told me to live a loud life. Time to make her proud. Time to ride.